12 silent symptoms of vitamin B12 deficiency that you may be ignoring. Vitamin B12 is one of the 8 B vitamins. It's a water-soluble vitamin that our body needs for many important functions. It helps make red blood cells. It keeps the nervous system functioning properly. And it also helps with DNA synthesis, which is important for cell growth and development. Now, unlike other vitamins, vitamin B12 is only found in animal products such as meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy. So people who don't eat these foods are at a higher risk of becoming deficient, especially as we age, because the stomach produces less acid, which makes it harder to absorb B12, although it's less common. You can also have a genetic inability to absorb B12, which can lead to a deficiency over time. Now, you may be thinking, how much B12 do you need? Well, the recommended dietary allowance for adults is 2.4 micrograms per day for women, 2.8 micrograms per day for men. Getting enough B12 is important because some of the early signs and symptoms are very silent or go unnoticed. So, here are 12 of the most common signs of a B12 deficiency that you should know about. Just remember, this video is for educational purposes only, so do speak to your doctor if you have any medical concerns. The first and very common symptom is being out of breath after minimal activity. This is due to the fact that B12 is needed for the production of healthy red blood cells. Red blood cells contain a protein called hemoglobin, which carries oxygen to all the different cells and tissues in the body. So if you're deficient, you won't have enough healthy red blood cells, which will result in less oxygen reaching your muscles, making you feel fatigued and out of breath. Number 2 is pale skin. If you have a B12 deficiency, you may notice that your skin starts to become very pale. This is because B12 is essential for the production of hemoglobin, which contains iron. Iron plays a key role in transporting oxygen around the body and giving your skin its color. So when you're deficient, your body isn't able to produce enough healthy red blood cells, resulting in paleness. No. 3 is mood swings. Now it's well known that your mood can be affected by many different factors, but did you know that a vitamin B12 deficiency could be one of them? Having a deficiency can affect the nervous system and cause mood swings, irritability, and even anxiety and depression. Next up, we have dizziness. So when you're deficient in B12, it can affect your nervous system and cause problems with balance and coordination. It can also result in peripheral neuropathy, which is a condition that affects the nerves in your hands and feet. Both of these things can make you feel dizzy, especially when you stand up too quickly. Next up is tingling in your hands and feet. Now this is something that I've personally experienced with a B12 deficiency, and it can be quite alarming. With a B12 deficiency, it can damage the myelin sheath that surrounds your nerves. This results in problems with nerve function and causes a tingling, stabbing, burning, or numbness in your hands and feet. Another symptom is difficulty concentrating. If you're finding it hard to focus and stay on task, it could be because of a B12 deficiency. Studies show that low levels of B12 in the blood are linked to lower cognitive performance, making it harder to concentrate, think clearly, and process information. B12 is needed for the production of new brain cells and maintaining the health of existing ones. Next up is memory loss. If you're finding it hard to remember things, this could be another sign of a B12 deficiency. In fact, studies show that people with low levels of B12 in their blood are at a higher risk of developing dementia. This is because B12 is needed for the production of new brain cells and maintaining the health of existing ones. It also helps with the transmission of nerve impulses in the brain, which is essential for memory function. Next up is blurred vision. If you're experiencing blurred vision, This could be because of a B12 deficiency affecting your nervous system and causing problems with eye muscle function. It can also result in optic neuropathy, which is a condition that damages the optic nerve, making it harder to see. Next up is mouth pain. So if you have a B12 deficiency, your body isn't able to produce enough healthy red blood cells, resulting in less oxygen reaching the tissues in your mouth. This can cause pain and discomfort, especially in the tongue, which can make it feel swollen, inflamed, and red. Next up is frequent headaches. With a B12 deficiency, it can affect the nervous system and cause problems with nerve function. This can result in pain and discomfort, including headaches. In fact, studies show that people with low levels of B12 in their blood are at a higher risk of developing migraines. Next up is diarrhea. If you have a B12 deficiency, it can affect the nervous system and cause problems with digestion. This can result in diarrhea, constipation, or other digestive issues. And finally, we have an increased risk of heart disease. Studies show that people with low levels of B12 in their blood are at a higher risk of developing heart disease. This is because B12 is needed for the production of healthy red blood cells, which carry oxygen to the heart and the rest of the body. Without enough B12, your heart has to work harder to pump blood around the body, which can lead to high blood pressure and other heart problems. So there's 12 of the most common silent symptoms of a B12 deficiency that you should look out for. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had a B12 deficiency and what symptoms you had. And remember, this video is for educational purposes only, so do speak to your doctor if you have any medical concerns. Now, if you'd like to learn more about vitamin B, I've also made a video showing you the top 6 foods that are naturally rich in B, which I'll link to in the description below. Until next time, thanks for watching.